you protect your family, not when you're in the height of fear, because then you're making emotional decisions, right? And we really want these to be grounded decisions and things like that. So, and again, you're not, there's nothing wrong with the process. It's the biology of the brain.
Yeah.
Let's just hack it and let's just get in and do what we can do to support ourselves. Okay.
Okay.
So the tapping points again, we're going to start with a karate chop. Well, I'm sorry, not PC. Sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yep, it's a sleight of hand.
Okay.
I'm going to do a setup statement that you'll repeat.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go to the eyebrow right here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go to my side of eye, under my eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, which I'm going to pat because it's not exact. At the brassiere line, I'm not wearing my man's right now, but it would be at the man's line.
Okay.
And then top of head.
On top of
Okay.
head. Okay.
And if anybody wants to see any of these, it's on my David Fugel Life Sherpa How to Tap YouTube. There's also a diagram on my Facebook, David Fugel Life Sherpa. There's a diagram of all the points. So you could pause this and then go back to it. But this is really good stuff. And I'm very thankful to you right now, Natasha.
My pleasure. Thank
so
you.
Even though, repeat.
Oh, sorry. Say it
even
again.
Though.
I can't hear you. I'm so sorry.
Even though.
Oh, even though.
I have all of this worry.
I have all of this worry.
Because I'm supposed to be the protector of this family.
Because I'm supposed to be the protector of this family.
And there's so much danger out there.
And there's so much danger out there.
This is real.
This is real.
I'm seeing the numbers.
I'm seeing the numbers.
And it worries me.
And it worries me.
I honor all that comes up around this.
I honor all that comes up around this.
And I'm doing the best that I can.
And I'm doing the best that I can.
Even though.
Even though.
I'm supposed to be perfect.
I'm supposed to be perfect.
And I'm supposed to have strength of Hercules.
And I'm supposed to have the strength of Hercules.
Because I'm a good mom.
Because I'm a good mom.
A good daughter.
A good daughter.
A good husband. A good wife, I'm sorry.
A good wife.
I'm feeling vulnerable right now.
I'm feeling vulnerable right now.
And that scares me even more.
And that scares me even more.
And I'm judging myself.
And I'm judging myself.
Feeling guilty about it.
Feeling guilty about it.
And I'm forcing all of this down.
And I'm forcing all of this down.
So that I can get through day to day.
So I can get through day to day.
This final one. Even though.
Even though.
I'm not feeling my best.
I'm not feeling my best.
And a lot of chatter is going on in my mind.
A lot of chatter is going on in my mind.
It's even affecting my sleep.
It's even affecting my sleep.
I choose to honor all that is coming up.
I choose to honor all that is coming up.
And I'm open to releasing as much of the anxiety as I can here and now.
And I'm open to releasing all of the anxiety that I can here and now.
Okay, go to your eyebrow.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I'm worried.
Oh my goodness, I'm worried.
I'm normally a bit of a worrier.
I am normally a bit of a worrier.
But this is exponential.
But this is exponential.
I don't know the last time I felt this.
I don't know the last time I felt this.
Or maybe I do.
Maybe I do.
Maybe it was a past trauma.
Maybe it was a past trauma.
And I had to react.
And I had to react.
And I'm feeling right back in that place.
I'm feeling right back in that place.
I have to act.
I have to act.
And be responsible.
And be responsible.
Put a smile on my face.
The smile on my face.
And make sure dinner's delicious.
Make sure dinner's delicious.
Even though I'm really worried on the inside.
Even though I'm really worried on the inside.
I feel it in my chest and throat.
I feel it in my chest and throat.
I feel it all over my body.
I feel it all over my body.
Everybody is feeling it.
Everybody's feeling it.
But I'm absorbing a lot of this stress.
But I'm absorbing a lot of this stress.
And it isn't serving me.
And it isn't serving me.
But I'm not sure how else to respond.
But I'm not sure how else to respond.
I'm not going to take it lightly.
I'm not going to take it lightly.
Because I refuse to put my family in danger.
Because I refuse to put my family in danger.
I have to be as cautious as possible.
I have to be as cautious as possible.
Even if that's hyper cautious.
Even if it's hyper cautious.
That's exhausting.
That's exhausting.
And it's taking its toll.
It's taking its toll.
It's only been 2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks.
And it's probably I've taken on the stress of 2 years.
And I've probably taken on the stress of 2 years.
That's how it feels.
That's how it feels.
And I can't complain.
And I can't complain.
Other people have it worse.
Other people do have it worse.
And I'm not allowed to compare.
And I'm not allowed to compare.
I'm supposed to be thankful.
I'm supposed to be thankful.
But I'm not really feeling always thankful.
But I'm not really feeling always thankful.
I'm not thankful for this virus.
I'm not thankful for this virus.
I'm not thankful for what it's doing to my family.
I'm not thankful for what it's doing to my family.
I'm not thankful for what it's doing to the economy.
I'm not thankful for what it's doing to the economy.
It's all so scary.
It's all very scary.
I'm honoring the fear.
I'm honoring the fear.
Rather than swallowing it.
Rather than swallowing it.
But I'm honoring it safely.
But I'm honoring it safely.
Knowing that I am safe in this moment.
Knowing that I am safe in this moment.
And I'm going to continue to do the smart things to keep myself safe.
And that I'm going to continue to do the smart things to keep myself safe.
And keep my family safe.
Keep my family safe.
Okay, take a deep breath. And out. Okay, so number one, we're going to check in. How does that feel? 0 to, you were about a 6 or 7. How are you feeling now? That's the wrong answer. We could have triggered something and it goes up.
Yeah, I would say that I don't feel better. It feels good to say it out loud, but I felt on the verge of crying a lot through all of it.
And my guess is you were not really at a 6 or a 7. You were at a 10.
Maybe I was higher. Maybe I was higher. Yeah, I think sometimes just saying it out loud
feels better.
Yep. Feels better. It feels better, but it also kind of like makes it real or brings truth to it when you say it out loud to somebody else. So it feels good to say it, but it did I did feel a lot of emotion.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I honor that, and I want to remind you that you are safe because we're not going to leave it there. So, did anything come up during the tapping? Any thoughts?
Oh, yeah.
What percolated into?
I mean, I will say that the last 2 years of my life have probably been like the hardest on an emotional level, a personal level, with, people around me being healthy and, my father's accident and there's just been a very difficult 2 years.
Yep.
And so the part about, having to, I think early on you said something along the lines of, having, like, I felt this way before and feeling it again, like that really affected for me.
So yes. And so what I want to point out now, perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
Very often our reaction today is a reaction to echoes of past traumas or events. And so we don't, and sometimes you'll find, have you ever found that you've overreacted to a situation? You have no idea why. Like you snap. Well, that's because you're not just reacting to that. There's a power cord attached to where this all first started.
Yeah.
Right? So that I can't keep my family safe. Fear is not only in this moment, but it may be a limiting belief or, a feeling that you've had and maybe since, a previous time that something happened.
Yeah.
So
Like, what keeps going through my head is like, we finally got my dad home after almost 2 years of hospitals and rehab and all of this. Like,
yeah,
for him to get sick a month after being in my home, when for 2 years I've been going through this process of trying to get him well. And, when I say I mean my entire family. We've been going through this process to bring him home, and all I could think of is like, oh my God, like we finally brought him home only for him to get sick and
right.
to have
How does that feel? Tell me what the emotion behind that is.
I mean,
Really be
yeah,
vulnerable.
yeah. I mean, frustrated for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. No
Frustrated,
anger.
like maybe some anger. Yeah, like, are you kidding me? Like,
Exactly.
the day that I got the call that we had been exposed, there was
Yeah,
for sure anger.
right.
That like, oh my God, like how anger at the situation,
Of
but
course.
also I think some anger at myself
There you
too.
go.
So I know anger at myself and guilt that like, my God, how was I so stupid to allow the therapist into the
Go, go, go right to the. Yeah.
house?
How did I allow this to happen?
How did I allow this to happen?
And I knew another shoe was going to drop.
I knew another shoe was going to drop.
What is wrong with me?
What is wrong with me?
I let my guard down.
I let my guard down.
I was distracted.
I was distracted.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe this.
I'm so frustrated.
I'm so frustrated.
We did everything right up to then.
We did everything right up to then. Or tried.
And then this happened.
And then this happened.
I know I didn't create COVID,
I know I didn't create COVID.
but I'm blaming myself anyway.
I'm blaming myself anyway.
Because it's not about creating it, it's about protecting him.
It's not about creating it, it's about protecting him.
I made a vow to protect him.
I made a vow to protect him.
I made a vow to protect everyone.
I made a vow to protect everyone.
And I'm feeling really frustrated.
And I'm feeling very frustrated.
And angry at this situation.
And angry at the situation.
That comes from not feeling like I'm in control.
That comes from feeling like I'm not in control.
And the reality is I'm not in full control.
And the reality is I'm not in full control.
And that's my truth.
And that's my truth.
That's everyone's truth.
That's everyone's truth.
What if I focus on what I can control?
What if I focus on what I can control?
What if I can control enough?
What if I can control enough
to keep everybody safe?
To keep everybody safe.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
There are doctors getting sick.
There are doctors getting sick.
Who are supposed to know better.
Who are supposed to know better.
And last I checked, I don't have a medical diploma on my wall.
Last I checked, I do not have a medical diploma on the wall.
But I still feel responsible.
But I still feel responsible.
And as if I should know better.
As if I should know better.
What if we're all just learning as we're going here?
What if we're all just learning as we're going here?
And sometimes that makes me angry.
Sometimes that makes me angry.
Because I want to know what is unknown.
Because I want to know what's unknown.
I'm not alone in that.
I'm not alone in that.
What if I choose to do the best I can with what I know?
What if I choose to do the best I can with what I know?
I'm here tapping with David because I'm trying to do the best I can.
I am here tapping with David because I'm trying to do the best I can.
What if that's what it's about?
What if that's what it's about?
What if I allow myself enough latitude to do the best that I can with what I know?
What if I allow myself enough latitude to do the best that I can with what I know?
When he came home, I did not know that this was going to happen.
When he came home, I did not know that this was going to happen.
He could be trapped in a nursing care.
he could be trapped in a nursing care.
And I wouldn't be able to help him.
And I wouldn't be able to help him.
He's right here and I can hug him and love him.
He's right here and I can hug him and love him.
Even if it's virtual.
Yeah, even if it's virtual. From
He
6
can feel,
feet
he can feel
apart.
my love.
Say that again,
He
David.
can feel my love.
He can feel my love.
And I can feel his love.
And I can feel his love.
And we can all feel each other's love.
And we can all feel each other's love.
What if I choose to feel love, not fear?
What if I choose to feel love, not fear?
That feels a lot better.
That feels a lot better.
And I can protect my family with love.
And I can protect my family with love.
I can let go of the angst.
And let go of the angst.
I may not be my best when I'm anxious,
I may not be my best when I'm anxious.
but I know how good I am when I'm feeling love.
But I know how good I am when I'm feeling love.
I'm great when I'm feeling love.
I'm great when I'm feeling love.
And compassion.
And compassion.
And self-compassion.
And self-compassion.
And self-care.
And self-care.
I'm choosing to think of this as an opportunity.
I'm choosing to think of this as an opportunity.
To do the best I can.
To do the best I can.
In this adventure that we're all involved in.
In this adventure that we're all involved in.
And honoring myself.
And honoring myself.
When I slip.
When I slip.
Okay, take a deep breath. How did that feel?
Much better. I feel better.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
How's your chest?
Lighter, not so tight.
Throat?
Yeah, better. Everything feels better. Looser.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just because I want everyone to do this in practice, I'm just going to check in for a number.
I think maybe like a 5. Okay. If I was feeling 6 or 7, I think like a 5 or like 5. Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely feel less tightness, like that. The feeling of wanting to cry. I don't feel like that angst anymore. I feel lighter.
Okay. Let's do one quick round on so we really the reason that the first round got you was that we stayed very true to the negativity.
Mm-hmm.
And people get freaked out about tapping.
Yeah.
Because they want to go positive. And I'm telling you, the work and healing is not in the positive, it's in feeling the truth. So that truth may be underlying and maybe you forced it down.
Yeah.
Because you're afraid to feel it. But the path to healing is through that truth with the right tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to lighten things up a little bit.
Okay.
And go to your eyebrow.
Yeah.
I choose to face this challenge with grace.
I choose to face this challenge with grace.
I am competent.
I am competent.
But I'm also human.
But I'm also human.
So I will get afraid.
But I won't get afraid.
I will get afraid.
Oh, I will get afraid.
But I won't linger and languish there.
And I won't linger or languish there.
Because that's what I'm choosing.
That's what I'm choosing.
And it's better for me and my family.
It's better for me and my family.
It's safer.
It's safer.
I'm choosing to let go of some of this guardedness.
I'm choosing to let go of some of this guardedness.
Some of this vigilance.
Some of this vigilance.
I'm not letting go of my love and concern.
I'm not letting go of my love and concern.
Or good judgment.
Or good judgment.
The vigilance is not serving me.
The vigilance is not serving me.
It's sending me into a place that I don't feel good.
It's sending me into a place where I don't feel good.
And it's not serving me.
It's not serving me.
I choose to be clear.
I choose to be clear.
I choose to be relaxed.
I choose to be relaxed.
I choose to face this with grace.
I choose to face this with grace.
And I know I have grace within me.
And I know I have grace within me.
And I'm going to tune into my higher power.
And I'm going to tune into my higher power.
To ask God.
Ask God
for all the support that I need,
for all the support that I need,
and to share that with everybody.
and to share that with everybody.
Because we're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
I'm choosing to be supported.
I'm choosing to be supported.
And if that means letting David go shopping tomorrow, then I'm going to let him go shopping tomorrow.
If that means letting David go shopping tomorrow, I'll let him go shopping tomorrow.
And I'll accept the love as I need.
And I'll accept the love as I need it.
It doesn't have to be all on me.
It doesn't have to be all on me.
And maybe others need to serve.
And maybe others need to serve.
And I want to allow that too.
And I want to allow that too.
And we'll all get through this.
And we'll all get through this.
Being in our higher power.
Being in our higher power.
Our best selves.
Our best selves.
And that is exciting.
And that's exciting.
And rewarding.
And rewarding.
Take a deep breath. Okay. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel better, but I think it's also because it was positive, everything you were saying and everything I was repeating. You know, I was focused on being positive and being loved and loving myself and being supported by people who care for me and just sort of doing the best that I can and being gentle on myself. And so, yeah, definitely I feel better.
So let me just share something about tapping, and I think it may illuminate why we go negative before we go positive.
Okay.
I know that can be a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's this Velcro and Teflon.
Mm.
It takes 10 compliments to one criticism, meaning we feel one criticism as profoundly negatively as we feel positive about 10 compliments. It's a 10-to-1 ratio.
Wild.
So I could go positive and you will not feel it when you're feeling the negative. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling undeserving of the positive.
Sure.
And in that guilt and worry, you can't accept the positive of everything that is right there in front of you. That's when I say that we have that fog, right?
Yeah.
Fog that we're dealing with. The good news is happy people can reverse this and register the positive and minimize the negative. Mm. So the pathway to that is through the pain of whatever we're experiencing. And then we can really tap into the reward of positivity. So our knee-jerk reaction is, let's be positive, get me the pom-poms and let's go positive. Yeah. And again, if we can safely do it and utilize a tool like tapping, mm-hmm. meditation, and just honoring the pain, the worry, the whatever, and then create a shift as we let go of the guilt and all of the other things, it's much easier to absorb the positive. It's much easier to absorb the compliment. I said that you have grace within you, and you didn't push back on that. Had we started with that, that would have been wah, 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 to the brain.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So there is a process to all of this, and we're all in the midst of it. And again, it's the crazy eights, right? We're going to feel high, we're going to feel low, and
yeah,
we need to find grace and ride this thing through, and hopefully use all of the tools in our toolbox to get this to the best place possible. And no, we're not in control of the virus per se, but hopefully we can navigate in the best way possible.
Sure.
Makes sense?
Yes, lots of sense.
All right. Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, this is great. I mean, I'm very I'm very grateful that you reached out to me and asked me to do this, because I think that for the last 2 weeks, I have really just been like bottling it up, and you know, my highs are high and my lows are low. And
Right.
the last 2 weeks, the lows have been, more than the highs. And just that, I've just been feeling so anxious and so worried, so worried. And it's nice to be able to talk about what I was feeling.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's nice to sort of end knowing that, like, I know I have it in me to be kinder to myself, to ask for help when I need it, to navigate through this with grace, and to know that I'm just doing the best that I can.
Awesome. Wow. Beautiful. Know that there's intense global energy that's not helping right now,
Totally,
right?
totally.
And
Yeah,
you are highly sensitive.
yeah. So I
That,
vibe off of that stuff.
that,
Yeah,
yeah. So you're feeling it, making it more important to do all of those things
yeah.
and to really fluff off that negativity as much
Right.
as you can rather than stuffing it down because you're already highly sensitive. Basically, it's like your septic is full.
Mm,
What are you going to do? When you're highly sensitive, we collect a lot faster.
yeah.
And so, the microbes that are eating at the waste are not, at the bad stuff, it's not able to keep up with how much we're absorbing. And today, it's this is this is a global phenomenon,
Yeah.
and it's unprecedented. I mean, we had maybe world wars, but we didn't know a lot about all of this back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, just know that it's real. Be observant of how people are acting and reacting, and from the lens that, wow, yeah, I guess he's picked up on that vibration, or she has, or
Yeah.
whatever that is. And then, again, going to the family with the you're already a leader, a social emotional leader, right? In your family, in
Mm,
your in at work, in your community. It's really turning that toward this self-care place, and
mm,
knowing that it's a constant process, and it's okay. Nothing is wrong with feeling whatever we're feeling. So thank you so much for participating in this,
you.
and uh, we'll hopefully get some reaction and hear how much people have been touched by your process.
Well,
So
thank
thank
you.
you.
Thanks for making me feel better.